Ah, hello to anybody who may be watching this or even may be able to watch this. Um, I am aware of the fact that some changes have been made to the Facebook terms of service since the last time I did one of these. And Facebook groups can't belong anymore. And when I create one for the Facebook page, it doesn't seem to want to link. So I'm here on YouTube. Probably nobody's watching this. But in any case, I'm Greg Swartz. I'm the big man half of Big Man Dram, and I wanted to pop in here just for a few minutes today to talk to you about all of the new things that we've got going on in the new year. I'm going to do a proper one of these next week. I think might be traveling. Well, I will be traveling, but I can probably still do one. And if not, I'll do one the week following as well, because we are in the process of really rolling out a lot of exciting stuff, and it's kind of hard to keep track of at some point because they're all related to each other. As you may know, we are in the process of making a film, a companion film, and that we are going to release in March, on March 14th and 15th. I'll explain the 2 days in a second. We're going to be doing that in Scotland, in Leith. The actual initial screening is going to be in on the Royal Mile in Edinburgh, and then on the 15th, Saturday, March 15th, 2025, will be the first and maybe only Independent Spirits Fest. And what we're going to be doing with that is we were joking, sort of. I put the website right here. We were joking that there's no Independent Spirits Festival in Scotland. And so we thought, well, why not make one? So we've kind of teamed up with some friends, some really, really great friends to have in the whiskey industry, Roy Duff, Aquavite, and David Stirk. And then the rest of the people involved are on our team, myself and Guy Satchwell and Keith Duncan, who has sort of come on board. He administers our Facebook group for us and it's just become a good friend. And he's also from Leith, so that helped. We're going to have a lot of really amazing vendors, most of the bottlers that are featured in the film. And I say film, but in case you don't know, I should point out that it's not a film, it's actually a series. We're making a doc series because we just had too much good stuff. We wanted to share as much of it as we could. So it's actually going to be 4 episodes, and we're going to premiere that as part of the festival. So you can come to the festival, you can come to the screening, you can come to both. And if you're outside of the UK, you could also join us if you like. We're doing a third Rascal and Thorn trip. It's going to be a mini trip. It's only going to be 4 days prior to this, but it's going to culminate with the premiere and tickets to the festival in Leith. So we're going to do day trips in the days leading up to it, out and about the central belt of Scotland mostly. We're going to stay in one place and do day trips, including some pretty exciting stuff, including a sort of a really special boutique Rosebank visit. And that won't be it. There's going to be some other stuff as well. So I want to put this together and promote this properly. And right now, this is just me checking in because I planned to check in and I announced it, sort of. But you know, I got to work out these technical issues, and then we'll share some stuff, and we'll get this going in the next week or two. If anyone sees this and I'm no longer live, it's going to be on YouTube, and I'll post it into the Facebook group as well. Please, this may be a reasonable resource for information, but at the same time, just load me up with questions, put them in the comments of the post that I will do of this video, and then I'll answer them the next time I'm live. But there are still tickets available for the Rascal and Thorn trip. I believe there are 3 tickets available, so there's not a lot left. And I think that there are still tickets available for our festival itself, the Independent Spirits Fest. And I think that the whole thing is going to be sold out in the new year. And I'm really, really excited with how this is coming together. What I was telling people is this isn't so much a sequel I don't like the term sequel because it's just not what we're making. What we're making is a companion film that tells a parallel story of independent bottlers. And the central premise of our entire series is that independent bottlers are the creative beating heart of whiskey. The innovations come from them first. Ideas can be experimented, tested, tried, failed, succeeded because there's only a one cast commitment. But part of that is the appeal of independent bottlers because they only get one, they're only as good as the last cask they've released. That is their marketing. So, by when you're creative, you got to hit the audience that's going to appreciate that. So, in any case, I do want to show this. This is the Rascal and Thorn link. Should you see this? Um, and this will also, if you were to join us on this trip, like I said, there's 3 left. That will come with tickets to the festival, so you don't need to buy tickets to the festival. Um, and then I will tell you this: we're after the festival, we're going to do a number of other screenings while we're still in Europe, theatrical events. Um, Probably in London, definitely a couple in Germany, in Paderborn, in Magdeburg, in Heppenheim. Um, and if you scratch the surface of why you might be asking yourself, well, why not Frankfurt, Munich, and Berlin? Well, Magdeburg, home of Roman Barons and Hotel Barons, which is a Scotch Malt Whiskey Society partner bar and one of the best whiskey bars in Germany. And we just did an event with Roman a few months ago, and it was a huge hit. So that's that one. Paderborn is Malts of Scotland, featured in the film as a German independent bottler, and we're going to do some really fun stuff there. And Heppenheim is the home of the Isla Cask Company, and they are featured in the film as well, sharing Isla and other whiskeys with the world, especially with the German-speaking world. So those are going to be those 3. And then after that, we are going to be doing a lot of events around the States. We are partnering with a lot of different bottlers for a lot of different events. We may do some events across Canada. That is my sincere hope, that we recreate the Canadian tour we did with the Water of Life, go from west to east. This time I want to get to Halifax and Ottawa, just personal selfish reasons, because I've never been to either and I want to go. But I see Donner Pass Whiskey here putting the thing in the comments that the K&L brings in a lot of independent bottlers. I would say a huge amount of my independent bottling whiskey collection would have come from K&L. Certainly a lot of my whiskey collection in general. And we're looking for partners to do these kind of events with, where we do a tasting, we do a screening. What we'll probably do at these screenings is have one episode and then give people links to watch the other ones later. So this will be rolling out the German events, and then I jumped to the U.S. before I was finished. After those 3 in Germany, then we go to Belgium, 2 in Belgium, and then we go to Amsterdam, and we do a big one there. Then we're done. So there you go. That's going to be March. Then we're going to come back here, and we'll slowly begin to do some. We've already got a couple set up in Florida. I know we're going to do some in New York. Both in New York City and in Saratoga Springs. I'll let you try to do the math as to what's Saratoga Springs. Not what it is, but why them. It's pretty obvious if you know where two different companies are based. And then we're also going to do obviously a bunch in California, because we're Californians. California has an amazing whiskey selection, has amazing whiskey importers, has great liquor laws, cinema, whatever. California is the bee's knees. So that'll be rolling out. I don't have dates on that yet, but I can tell you, like, the Florida ones are going to be in late April. And then we got to at least take a break if we're not done. For the first 2 weeks of June, we'll probably be back in Germany premiering our other film, Prost, which is about the history and culture of Bavarian beer as explored through Upper Franconia part of Bavaria. So that's kind of what I got. Like I said, there's a link here below. You can check that out. And here, I'll put this link up again too. You can get tickets to the Independent Spirits Fest. I do hope some of you will join us. Especially, I hope 3 more people will come with us on the tour, because they're always fun. This is going to be the third of these, and I think a lot of people are recurring, which is cool. And I will tell you that there's probably going to be a fourth one in the works too, and there's going to be a lot of fun stuff. A lot of fun stuff. So I think I'm going to start doing some of these again, and I think we're going to probably start up the Big Man We Dram again. It's never been because I didn't want to do it. I've always wanted to do it. I've just been crazy busy because I'm dumb enough to be editing two movies at once when one is almost impossible, and one of those is a four-part series. And by the way, launching a whiskey festival. So in any case, um, I will try to see you here next week and hopefully do a better job of linking these things all together in the interim and promoting this. And also, just so you know, if you follow us on Instagram, we're going to start doing some live events on Instagram Live as well. Um, yeah, I can't use StreamYard to do it. Instagram won't allow link throughs. So maybe Facebook doesn't anymore either. It says it does, but it keeps failing. So but we're going to do some stuff on Instagram as well, and we're not going to start new social media. Not going to start a new group because we all know each other now. Why would we? We're all friends. We why would we start at scratch? So I hope you all have a great weekend. I'm gonna do a lot more work actually, and then I'm gonna go have a dram. But I look forward to talking to you again next week. Talk to you soon.